wonder at one man, seeing how much another man is a fool when he dedicates his behaviors to love, will, after he hath laughed at such shallow follies in others, become the argument of his own scorn by falling in love. And such a man is Claudio. I have known when there was no music with him but the drum and the fife. And now he'd rather hear the tabor and the pipe. I have known when he would have walked 10 miles afoot to see a good armor. Now does he want to lie 10 nights awake, carving the fashion of a new doublet. He was wont to speak plain and to purpose, like an honest man and a soldier. And now as he turned to orthography, his words are a very fantastical banquet, just so many strange dishes. May I be so converted and see with these eyes? I cannot tell. I think not. I'll not be sworn but love may transform me to an oyster, but I'll take my oath on it. Till he have made an oyster of me, he shall never make me such a fool. One woman is fair, yet I am well. Another is wise, and I am well. Another is virtuous, yet I am well. But till all graces be in one woman, not one woman shall come in my grace. Rich she shall be, that's certain. Wise, or I'll none. Fair, or I'll never look on her. Virtuous, or I'll never cheapen her. Mild, or come not near me. Noble, or not I for an angel. Of good discourse, an excellent musician, and her hair shall be of whatever color pleases God. The prince and Monsieur Love, I will go hide me in the arbor. Soft and fair friar, which is Beatrice?
I answer to that name. What is your will?
Do not you love me?
Why, no, not more than reason.
Well, then the prince and Claudio and your uncle have been deceived. They swore you did.
Do not you love me?
Troth, no more than reason.
Why, then my cousin Margaret and Ursula are much deceived, for they did swear you did.
They swore you were almost sick for me.
They swore you were well nigh dead for me.
'Tis no such matter, and you do not love me.
No, truly, but in friendly record.
Come, cousin, I'm sure you love the gentleman.
And I'll be sworn upon it that he loves her. For here's a paper written in his hand, a halt and sound of his own pure brain, fashioned to Beatrice.
And here's another, written in my cousin's hand, stolen from a pocket, containing her affection unto Benedict.
A miracle. Here's our own hands against our hearts. Come, I will have thee. By this light, I take thee for pity.
I would not deny you, but by this good day I yield upon great persuasion, and partly to save your life, for I was told you were in a consumption.
Peace. I will stop your mouth.
How dost thou, Benedict, the married man?
I'll tell you what, Prince. A college of witcrackers cannot flout me out of my humor. Dost thou think I care for a satire or an epigram? No. If a man will be beaten with brains, it shall wear nothing handsome about him. In brief, since I do purpose to marry, I will hear nothing to any purpose that the world can say against it, and therefore never flouted me for what I have said against it. For man is a giddy thing, and this is my conclusion. For thy part, Claudio, I did think to have beaten thee. But if thou like to be my kinsman, live unbruised, and love my cousin.
I had well hoped thou wouldst have denied Beatrice, so that I might have cudgelled thee out of thy single life to make thee a double dealer, which I have questioned thou wilt be if my cousin does not look exceeding narrowly to thee.
Come, come, we are friends. Let's have a dance ere we are married, that we may lighten our own hearts and our wives' heels.
We'll dance afterwards.
First off, therefore, play music.
Kobe and Lobe, step forward.
At your service, at your service.
Do you know these two, Mr. Ill?
We are Colby and Lobe. We are Colby and Lobe.
I don't know them.
We have changed we have changed.
Say your names.
Jacob Duckling. Jacob Duckling.
Walter Perch. Walter Perch. Well, ill?
I know nothing about them.
Jacob Duckling, Walter Perch, do you know Mr. Ill?
We are blind. We are blind.
Do you know him by his voice?
By his voice. By his voice.
In the year 1910, I was the judge and you were the witnesses. What did you swear, Jacob Duckling and Walter Perch, before the court in Golan?
That we had slept with Clara. That we had slept with Clara.
That's what you swore before me, before the court, before God. Was this the truth?
We swore falsely. We swore falsely.
Why, Jacob Duckling and Walter Perch, did you swear falsely?
Ill bribed us. Ill bribed us.
With what?
With the court of schnapps. With the court of schnapps.
Now, tell them what I did with you, Kobe and Logan.
Tell them!
The lady tracked us down. The lady tracked us down.
That's right! Claire Zakanassian tracked you down, sent search parties for you all over the world. Jacob Duckling had emigrated to Australia, Walter Perch to Canada, but she found you! And what did she do with you then?
She gave us to Toby and Roby. She gave us to Toby and Roby.
And what did Toby and Roby do to you?
Castrated and blinded us. Castrated and blinded us.
That's the story!
You'll starve to death in third row center.
I'm no fool. I'm going back to them. They're keeping my room for me just the way it was.
Keeping it? How do you mean?
I don't want to talk about it now. Come on, let's just go.
I've got to know. Do you mean you've moved out without even telling me?
Well, I was going to tell you sooner or later. But as long as you've gone this far, I'm going to Hollywood.
Hollywood.
Yes, to write for pictures.
No, no.
Now don't start all over. If you don't want yourself to turn into one of those nagging...
Hello.
How are you?
Hi.
Come on, let's just go.
Keith, you can't go to Hollywood. I won't let you. You said you'd never go no matter how broke you were, and now that your play's a big hit, you're going? Why? Why?
They didn't want me before.
Keith, listen.
I know what you're going to say. All that junk about how it's shriveling up my soul. Listen, I'm going to use Hollywood. It's not going to use me. I'm going to stay there 1 year at $2,000 a week. That's $100,000. In the daytime, I'll write their garbage, but at night, I'll write my own plays.
Oh, will you? That's what I'm
You
afraid
bet
of.
I
Will
will.
you?
And keep it with sunshine and swimming.
And little ermine jackets.
What?
Here. It doesn't matter.
Believe me, they'll never catch me at the brown derbies or the Trucaderos.
When are you going, Keith?
I don't know.